This is episode 1, Indigos Corner. I have a guest with me today. Man, I need no introduction. A Hot Town legend, LR legend. The man always used to crack jokes. Whenever I see his helmet, his head go back like this. Nobody catching him. Young Amaze, the Swiss Army knife. Any sport he go to, he gonna be good at. We have Marcus Edmond on the show today.
What's up?
What's
What's up?
good
What's
with you,
up?
man?
What's up, man?
What's
Everything
good
good?
with you, man? I know the weather out there nice with the palm trees.
Yeah, man. California nice, man. It's different from South Carolina, but you know what I'm saying? California nice,
Yeah,
man.
I
Living the
feel,
dream.
I feel you still
Trying
over
to
there,
at
so I
least.
feel.
Trying to make
So
my
what's
way
up,
through
man?
the real world.
That adult living. Hey, it ain't bad being an adult living in California. I know that's for a fact.
For sure, for sure.
So start from your background, man. I pretty much knew you my whole life, and everybody knew in Hopkins who Marcus Edmond was, the young superstar. So how did it feel like growing up, like just already having so much expectations just from the jump? Like how did that feel?
It felt good. I wouldn't really say from the jump. It took some time to get there. You know what I mean? I kind of had most of my success when I was younger based off sports, you know what I'm saying? Going through sports, and my mom always told me to stay in school, stay with them grades. But you know what I'm saying? I always did my sports though. But I mean, growing up, it was fun, man. It was fun. It was good times for sure. But now it's, you know what I'm saying? Real world, you're adult now. It's been a long time since we seen each other. It's been a minute.
Hey man, for real, for real. When did you like? So you say it took a little minute. So did you like off the rip just fall in love with sports, or it was just kind of like I'm good at it, might as well do it?
It was kind of both. Like certain
Mm.
sports, I would say I'm good at it, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like track. I like track, but track was hard. Practicing track is hard. So I mean,
Hey man,
I liked it, but I like the track meets. But that was just
yeah,
one of them things that I feel like I was good at, so why not keep doing it? And then it helped me
I
with all my
told
other
you.
sports too.
I feel that. I told you every day at track practice. I don't understand what make y'all just go run. Like that's all y'all was doing, just running. Like, I was just throwing
I
shot puts,
swear.
watching y'all just run around the track. Nah,
I
that wasn't
swear.
something I was trying to do. So when you was younger, what athlete did you like really look up to? Like who was on the poster on your wall?
um, People always ask me this too, and I'll say Peyton Manning, just because at the time growing up, he was a great quarterback, and that's the position I first played, and that's the position I love. So I mean, I kind of fell in love with how he played and stuff, how he carried himself off the field too. I mean, it's Peyton Manning. But then other people though, like I like Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? He was real quick, real explosive. I tried to play like him at least in some ways. I would say,
Yeah, you there.
yeah. But yeah, that's about it though. And to be
Okay,
honest, I
so
didn't really watch sports like that growing up. I played it, but
really?
I didn't really watch it like that. But I just was always playing it.
So you ain't had like a favorite team growing up?
Colts because of Peyton Manning. They got rid of Peyton Manning, and it was like I'm starting to like players now, especially like people I played
That's dope.
with. I'm a fan of everybody I played with at least that's in the league right now.
That's dope.
So I mean, yeah,
That's
it's
dope.
kind of like that.
Okay. So I'm about to get in the bag real quick. I don't know how many people in the world know this about you, but you had a rap group, GMC.
Uh, yep.
You
Yes.
had a rap group, GMC. Where did that come from? Like y'all just like, hey, let's rap. Y'all had the mohawks. I mean, you had the designs on the side. Like,
No, we had a little wave. We had a little wave, middle school, going into high school. We had a little wave, but we used to just hang out all the time together. Me, Jordan, Chris, GMC boys, George, Marcus, Chris, or Get Money Crew. Back in the day, you might find some old videos on Facebook.
no,
But
that's hilarious.
yeah, we just rap all the time. Came together with a name. We done had about three names. At least each person had a different name. But yeah, we started rapping, had a little wave, something to do outside of when we was playing sports. We all played sports together and stuff too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like everybody had that little. Say what?
Then y'all do a couple performances.
We did a little something at my backyard. Bro, you bring back memories, man. I forgot all about this. Little performance in my backyard. We did a performance. I want to say with Chris' family at this one place. I forgot though, but yeah, we did some performances. I forgot about all this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So you named 2 quarterbacks you said as your favorite athlete. So like I said, pretty much anything you was doing, you was good at. So was football or basketball like which one was number one, or was it another sport you played?
So in high school, I'll say I liked basketball more. Mm-hmm. But when it came to playing basketball, I kept getting hurt. Like my 9th grade year, I want to say I got hurt, broke my wrist. Like the next year, I broke my other wrist. So like I was missing basketball season. It was kind of crunch time for like schools to really look at you and type. But I was always there during football season. I guess I was pretty decent at football. So it kind of strayed off to football, I guess. But I still have that basketball love for sure.
Oh yeah, you still be posting stuff of you dunking. You had a little bounce.
Little bounce. I don't even know if I got this anymore.
So in the midst of you playing those sports, like when did it hit you like that you had like you was different? Like everybody know, like I can go right now to the gas station and probably say, yeah, I play with Marcus. They'd be like, Marcus Edmond over real. Da, da, da. Like when did you know like you just had it, like you was different?
I started to notice I was different when I probably say my junior year, when I first started getting looked at by colleges.
Your junior year in high school?
Yeah, my junior year in high school. I think that's when I committed to North Carolina State. I committed to North Carolina State and then decommitted and went to Clemson. But I say I probably really thought I had that it factor when I started getting noticed by different colleges and stuff. That's when I felt like, okay, I can really probably, do something on the next level.
From the outside looking in, like, hey, you can tell like 9th grade, like, all right, he a little bit different. He got something in his bag. I got another story for you too.
Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I got another story for you too. In 10th grade, a bunch of us got moved up to JV and we was practicing with varsity. You probably don't remember this, but I vividly remember this all the time. We were just practicing down on the field, doing a little I think it was like first team offense, and they put you in, and they had Collins at quarterback, and they had me on defense for some reason. And so they threw a screen pass, and I got past Quentin, and it was just me and you. And I said, you know what? I want a little recognition, so I'm gonna tackle Marcus. Ran up face to face. You did like a quick little pop out. I failed, and you was gone. I remember that. But then I always remember that. I tried to tackle Marcus, and he juked the hell out of me and made me bust my ass. I don't know if you remember that, but that joint was crazy, and I was just like, I really tried. Like my brain was saying go this way, but my body went the other way. So that was my realization moment. Like, all right, so he just on a different level than everybody else. And you just have moments like that, like all through high school, man. You were just seeing you practice, watching you in the game. It was just like, hey, everybody know, like he already passed there. He on a different level. He on a different gear. You said your junior year, huh?
I kind of missed that the offense element though when I got to college. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really played. I played defense in college. I didn't really play that much defense in high school, really. I mean, I didn't really come off the field, but still, I never really focused on defense like that until I got to college. So I was missing the kind of the juking parts and getting in the end zone and stuff.
Because you're seeing, you didn't play no DB when you was when we were seniors, did you?
I played safety. Well, it just depends on who was playing. I'll follow like the best receiver. But Yeah, I played
And
safety and
honestly, I feel like you
corner.
shouldn't have played no defense in high school because if you went down, that was it. Like that was it.
Right, it was
That was
crazy. I
it.
played the whole game because
Yeah,
I play
yeah,
offense, and then I go right to
yeah.
defense, still have my gloves on, and I would kick the ball, punt the ball, kick off, and then you know what I'm
Everything.
saying. I still,
Yeah, everything. That's
it was fun
I
though.
tell people now, like on my other podcast, 95 Takes, we talked about like the best athletes we like been around. And
Hmm.
it's really a toss up between you and Zoe, because like both of y'all just done seen y'all do shit where it was just like, how? Like, how did you do that? So I always tell people y'all the top two athletes I like know personally, and I was like, it's just crazy. Like they're bad. Anything you want them to do, they can do it. Anything.
Especially
And I'm
Zoe.
surprised you didn't go out there and play soccer.
Nah, I like soccer though. Soccer my first sport.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You got
but
that
Zoe
soccer crazy.
surprised you though.
Oh
Zoe,
yeah, I just think go do some crazy stuff
Zoe
too.
surprised you real quick. He done surprised me so many times.
Yeah, I remember we used to just like go out and play 7-on-7, and he'd go and be like on the D line, win all the 1-on-1s, and then go cover a receiver and like stay stride for stride with him. It just don't make
Thanks.
sense. Like
But
it
his
just none
size,
of
it did
it
make sense.
make sense. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, if you in the open field and that helmet go back like this, that's 7. That's to the house. It's 7.
Oh, that's funny.
So you said you committed your junior year, NC State. Of course, you
Hmm.
changed and you decided to go to Clemson. Well, why
Hmm.
Clemson? Like, what was it? What was the big thing about Clemson for you?
Um, at the time, it was more of my coach that recruited me to go to North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
State.
Mm-hmm.
At North Carolina State, the year I was supposed to go, I think it was the next year. They had to go. They had a whole new recruiting staff, so like they had a whole new head coach, and he brought in his own head coaches. So he asked me to come to him with Clemson. He asked me another player that he was recruiting to come to Clemson. So that's really how I ended up at Clemson. I just ended up going with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Um. So you at Clemson now. Everybody knows it's a big transition from high school to college, but you got two
Sure.
transitions to make. You got to be a student and an athlete. So what was that like the biggest thing that you had to change?
Uh, the biggest thing, I say was you was really on your own, like time wise. But football made it to where they scheduled your whole day out. But other than that, you just was really on your own, leaving from your parents' house, and then you just out at college. A lot of distractions, a lot of this and that going on. So I mean, it was an experience to transition over. It wasn't too hard. Clemson kind of made it a little easier, just come up like with the programs and stuff, and just being there with other players and stuff that's in the same boat with you. So I mean, it was a pretty smooth transition, but it was definitely different.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that going to college and playing football or playing any sport is just like easy. Like you just go and practice and you all that. But can you tell us like a little bit more in depth, like how it is being like a D1 athlete? Like people don't know what that's like.
All right, so being a D1 athlete is basically a full time job plus overtime. So we waking up early in the morning. Man, you might have 6 a.m. workouts. After
Mm-hmm.
workouts, you're gonna eat breakfast. You're gonna go to class. Or go to class from like probably like 8 to probably like maybe like 2:30 ish. After that, football starts. So then we start having football meetings, team meetings, little individual meetings. Then we have practice. Probably got our practice probably like around 7. After that, 7 p.m. And then after that, we eat dinner. Eat dinner probably like from 8:30, 9:30. And then after that, you got tutoring. And you got to get your hours in for the week. So it's like your tutoring can go all the way to probably like the last tutoring slot, probably like 11 o'clock maybe. And then the next day, you doing all that over again. It was like that
How
a
many
lot in
days?
college. Huh?
How many days a week you doing that?
That's probably like 5. Might be a little break. Might get a little break here and there, but probably
Mm-hmm.
5 days a week for sure.
So when did you have like a social life? That's just crazy. Like that's
I
Clemson
mean,
like football. That's it.
that's probably like the worst it could get. Well, it's not even
Mm-hmm.
the worst, but like probably like the most busy you will be. But other than that, Coach Sweeney did good with us, like giving us our own time off, just having time to ourselves because athletes really need that, to be honest. And I mean, yeah, that was about it. But I think about it. I think about it sometimes. Sit back and think about it. Like, how did I really get through all of that? Like, how did I do all that? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
that's
it
just so
sounds
lot when you think about it.
yeah.
But we got
Yeah. So what time you said you was waking up? At like 5?
it depends on what time that early morning workout is. It could be 5, could be 6. You got different time slots. It's early though.
Yeah.
For the whole day.
Yeah, that's a lot. 5 days a week? Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. How was Coach Sweeney like as like a person? I know everybody sees him on TV and like how he answers the media and stuff. Like, he seems like a cool dude, but how was that relationship with you all?
He was good. He was a good coach, players coach for sure. He want to look out for you on the field and off the field, and he gonna look out for you for sure. And but I kind of say the way he acts in the media is kind of how he really act in person. I guess I would say it's not really too much of a drop off, but he's a good coach, great coach,
And how did all the
solid.
dance videos in the locker room?
You say what?
How did all the coach dancing videos start in the locker room? Like, who put them up to it? Like, where did that come from?
I have no clue where that come from. I just know we just started doing it after every game because we barely lost in the game, so we doing it every game, and then it started going viral on the internet and stuff.
Yeah. So what was your, everybody say this is the rookies welcome to the NFL or NBA moment. What was your welcome to D1 moment? Like a play, like something happened in practice? Like, what was your welcome to the next level moment for you?
I wouldn't say it was a moment, but it's like in practice, there's no drop off. So like every play you got to go hard. If you don't go hard one play, you're gonna get exposed. Like you get beat one play, you lagging off on one play. That quarterback throwing that ball right there. You think he not, but he throwing in there. So like you can't really take no time off, no plays off. And then plus everybody was good. Everybody fighting for position. So like it's friendly. It's friendly competition, but it's really like, okay, I'm trying to take your job type stuff too. So I mean, it was just one of them things where you're like, okay, yeah, I gotta come to work every day. I can't be at LR. I can't take a couple plays off or something like that. Just chill, relax. I gotta be on it every play. And it takes some time too to learn the system and stuff, and just get better in general. But yeah, it's like that.
Who was the best player you played with at Clemson, in your opinion?
You said what?
Who was the best player you played like alongside with at Clemson? That's a long list. I know you play with you play with some ballers. I know that for sure.
Some balls for sure. Um, I'd probably say my freshman year played with Sammy Watkins. He was pretty good. That was when he was going through his hierarchy in Clemson when he was on fire. But
is he really that fast in person? Like you just see it on TV and
yeah.
like I'd have been to the game, but like I just can't imagine like running like side by side. I know he got no burners on him.
Yeah, he fast in person for sure. In college, fast in person for sure. He got that little burst after the catch, all of that. It was nice. Yeah. He was one of mine too. Like going up against him and stuff. You know, they throw the freshmen in the fire like that when they first get there, just to see like what you got and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's for yourself too, to see if you really can play with these boys. But
did you try to push for playing offense, or you just was
I
rocking with
tried.
DB?
So it was a point where I wasn't really playing like that. So I was like on a scout team type. I was on a scout team, and I was playing offense on the scout team as wide receiver, and I played some quarterback too. I got some film out there. Coach Sweeney will tell you about it. I be trying to get him to put me on offense for the longest, but he just kept me in practice.
Why 29? Was that just a number you got when you got there, or you just kept rocking with it, or did it mean something to you?
Yeah, that was the number I got there. And then I started to like it. The more I played with it, started building a name for it, 2'9". You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
kind of made
I
something
can
for
think of
it.
no other player that wore 29. I can't think of another player like off the top of my head that wore 29. So you can start your
Yeah.
own trend.
Yeah, I like the 2'9".
You made a couple big plays in college, a couple goal line stands, couple picks in the end zone. What's your number one play like when you 70 and your grandkids ask you what's your best play in college? What you gonna tell them? What's your favorite play?
I'm gonna tell them the North Carolina State interception in
Okay,
overtime.
that's
That was my best play, I would say,
uh-huh.
because
Yeah,
they
what was
didn't.
your what was the game plan going into that? Like, did y'all knew that was coming, or you was just your instinct?
Um, no, I didn't know that was coming. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't come at me the whole game,
Mm-hmm.
and so we got the ball first in overtime. We scored, and then they got the ball back. And they first play out the gate, they came at me. So I mean, I just was playing really. At the end of the game, I'm just out there. I'm out there really like just trying to zone in, lock in. Don't let it be me to mess up the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I'm just trying to make a play out there,
Mm-hmm.
and it just went. That's how I went.
So, and talk about that, like just zoning in. I know it's a difference between playing at LR and everybody watch you, and at Clemson and everybody watch you. Like, is it an actual feeling of pressure, or is it just kind of like, all right, let's just ball?
No, it's not a. Once you get out there, get all the jitters out the way, the little beginning part of the game, get that first initial contact, it's ready to go. But once I'm on the field, I'll be zoned in. Really, can't really hear much. Don't really just take the call from our coach, and then I'm ready to
Mm-hmm.
play. But the crowd don't really be too of a factor. I mean, on defense it'd be loud, but as far as me lined up in front of the person in front of me, it wasn't too much of a factor. I'm just trying to get my job done.
Hey, I feel that. I feel that. True story too. That game before y'all played, I talked to Zoe. He said, "Watch, Marcus gonna make a play." And as soon as you made the interception, it caught me like 4 times. Like you saw. He caught me like 4 times. I told you. Very true story. I was like, damn, how does he know that was gonna happen? And you called it and you made it. That was crazy. I remember just seeing it everywhere. ESPN. I was like, oh, I played with him. Like I know him. That was just crazy. That was a hell of a.
After that happened too, they dog piled me everything. I'm under the bottom of the pile, couldn't breathe. Like so serious, I could not breathe. I'm trying to get everybody up off of me.
I don't know. It was that play and the one against Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
That was a game I was watching. I was like, dang, all right, yeah, he made that. That's a good. They end the game play like it's over. It's a wrap. So,
That was a good
what was the
game.
biggest celebration y'all had? Like when I know probably the national championship, but like, what was the most memorable celebration that you can think of?
Um, uh, that Louisville game was a nice game. But yeah, I'd probably say that Louisville game though.
Okay, that was a big game. That was a big
That
game.
was a big game. It was going back and forth the whole game, back and forth, back and forth. That was a
Yeah,
great
that
game to
was.
play in
Yeah,
for sure.
that was a hell of a game. Y'all was balling. And it was in person. I got asked again. Lamar Jackson running. Like, what's that like? Because he got some burners on him too. So, what was that
Sure.
like? Just seeing him run. Like, he's an MVP in the NFL now, and so like, what was that like?
Quick, he quick, fast. We just try to get a hand on him, anything.
Mhm.
But I mean, he was good though. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think back. I don't know. He was different.
He was different.
I'm trying to think. What's my game plan for it? I can't really remember, but it was nice. It was nice.
So get a little bit off of football though. If I'm coming to Clemson for a good weekend, what's the top 3 places you gonna tell me to go eat at?
Boy, you taking it back. Um, I'll tell you mine. So I
Okay.
think it was Thursdays. we go to Monterey. It's like a little Mexican spot in Clemson. Nice little spot. Paul's Diner. It's like a little family, little diner, kind of in Seneca. I want to say, I don't know, Seneca type, right there by Clemson. That was a nice restaurant. Anything downtown was pretty cool, just to eat at. But yeah, we had a lot of few nice spots. But if you was trying to really eat, probably like we had a seafood spot. I forgot what it's called. I can't really remember. I be trying to think back. Huh?
Is it all these off campus?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of all in Clemson, because Clemson the town make up the Clemson actually make up the city. So like
a lot of people don't know
nobody in class, then school's out. Then nobody really in Clemson like that. Ghost town.
Word. And playing at Clemson, you traveled pretty much everywhere. What was the top 3 cities you've been to? Now I follow you on Snapchat, so I done seen some wild cities on your top 3.
I don't be remembering. But I say New Orleans was the top one for sure. It was a bowl game. We got to do some more stuff. New Orleans, Arizona. It was a bowl game too. We got to actually do more stuff outside of football. Trying to think of some other cities. I say those are my top 2 though. Because usually you go to a game, you just don't really see too much. You see like the hotel, go out to a movie, don't really explore the city like that. But like a bowl game or something like that, we get to do a little bit more, a lot more.
Okay. Did they give y'all like a curfew or like restrictions to where y'all can go, or it was just basically like, just don't do nothing stupid?
Yeah, just don't do nothing stupid, and it's a curfew. As long as you're in a room. Other than that, we can do really whatever.
Like I said, I follow you on Snap, and I done seen all the chronicles. I forgot the name of your room that you would call it, where y'all would have like the different parties. What was that like? Different parties. Y'all had some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, man, we threw a lot of parties, man. It was at a point in time where a lot of stuff on campus, like the sororities, fraternities, and stuff like that, was banned, I think, something like that. So that's when we just started throwing our own parties after the games and stuff, and they got pretty big. We started throwing stuff on Snapchat, like you said, putting stuff up on Snapchat, like Snapchat filters. People started coming to the house, coming to 401, we call it. Started throwing parties and stuff, different little things. So I mean, yeah, that was an experience. If you experienced Clemson during that time, that was an experience. For sure.
I remember laughing every year for your Halloweens. Y'all costumes used to be funny and on point. You did with the wigs, that shit used to be hilarious.
You about to go make me look at my Snapchat memories, man.
Those jokes was funny. So you had to peak like Clemson for the last, I think, like probably like 5 or 6 years, just been like at the top. And like I know your graduation pictures, like you was Bill Russell with like all the rings on your finger. Like how did that feel? Just winning, basically. Like you was on the top of the world.
Yeah, man. I like the winning. We didn't win too much in high school.
Hey.
So got to college, winning almost every week. It got to a point where, like, especially the year we won a national championship, we won so many games, and then like the next year kept winning. I probably lost like, I want to say less than at least 8 games. My whole 5 years I've been there, because I did a redshirt my freshman year. So at least probably lost like 8 games for like 5 years. Probably less than that. But we was winning all the time. So I mean, it kind of got used to winning. It was kind of a thing. And it was kind of more of like, it was kind of more of like, if we didn't blow them out, then we didn't really have a good game. That's how much we was winning.
That's crazy. How many rings you got?
I want to say it's what 7, 8. I got a little picture.
That's crazy.
I want to say like 7 to 8 though.
Mhm.
Between bowl games, ACC championships, and national championships.
Which one sticks out the most to you?
The national championship for sure.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
big to say that we the year before we went and lost, and then the next year we came right back and win. That was pretty big.
Okay. So you're done with Clemson. You got your rings. Like I said, you was Bill Russell. Next step. Did you want to go to the NFL, or it was just another one of them things where I think I can access it, and I'll just do it, or was it your next goal?
Um, it was one of my next goals to play, but I wouldn't really say it was one of my lifetime goals. Like when I was younger, like I wanted to play NFL type. I wouldn't say it was that, but it was a goal for sure, especially in where I was going in my next steps. But I had a lot of injuries here and there during my whole season, during my whole career that kind of slowed me down. Especially my last year, I had that injury, probably like the fourth game of the season. That really slowed me down a little bit. So ended up getting a free agent contract with the Chargers. Played there for a little bit, got cut, and then I decided to hang it up. Retire from sports.
So how was it even like being on the NFL team? Like, was it another like huge transition, or was it just kind of like we just playing football?
It was part of we just playing football, and then I was only there for a short period of time. It was more of playing football, and it was kind of a business side of it too. For sure, that was different than you will see in college nowadays. But it's basically the same, except for everybody on the team good, everybody all stars, basically like that. All star teams, that's all it is. But I mean, it's a transition. I like it for the most part.
Okay, cool. So you out there in Cali. You ain't never come back. I saw you a couple times, but you ain't never come back to stay. And I saw you. I was like, that how long you went, man? About 2 or 3 days, you go. What is it like? What's with Cali like? What I know it's the easy answer probably. What made you stay? Like why Cali?
uh, I mean, I always wanted to move to the West Coast. I told
Mm,
myself when I was probably younger, I always moved to either Cali, and then I started like Arizona more too. But Cali for sure. But it's nice out here. I like it. Weather nice. Area is nice. We got the mountains, and then you got the beach. Then you got the city right there, all in there together. So I mean, it's nice views everywhere. But I like it. It's nice food spots. A lot of stuff to do. I mean, it's perfect. Different than
So
South Carolina for sure.
I was about to say, so what's the biggest difference from Hopkins, Columbia, and out there? What's the biggest, I guess, transition again that you had to make?
Um, I would say the people different for sure. You don't see too many Southern people out this way. Um, less trees,
A lot.
less country living. But I miss the
Mm.
country living though. I like that. But let's
Do they call you
let's
country out there?
people say I got an accent. I'd be like, where? But people say that. I mean, that's probably about it.
Okay. So you out there, you get your brand started. Where did this come from? Fair
I
Retro. You
started.
talk about the
I started.
background and the come up with that.
My bad. I started college, so I probably
Mm.
started sophomore year, maybe something like that. Started as a project, and then just kept going, and did it in college, and it had to stop because I was putting it on social media, but I was putting on like I had it on, or like teammates had it on, and the NCAA sent a cease and desist letter to me telling me to stop doing my whole clothing line because they were saying I was
Really?
advertising athletes, even though I was an athlete and it was my clothing line. It was just posting it. It wasn't nothing more than that. So I had
Dang,
to
I didn't know
stop
they
doing
did that.
that. Huh?
I didn't know they did that. That's crazy.
sent me a whole letter. I still got the letter. But yeah, I had to stop doing that. And then I didn't really stop doing it. I just stopped posting on social media. So I still was doing it around campus and stuff. People were still buying it from me off campus, stuff like that. But and I was giving away a lot of stuff too, just to get the brand out there. But then probably last year, that's when I really started getting to like the online sales. So I made my own website, made everything like that. I did my brand for a retro, and then me and Mike Williams, my roommate from college, teammate, best friend, we started our own whole lot of brand. We used to say whole lot of in college and stuff, and then kind of transferred into like after college and stuff. So it's like a whole lot of brands called whole lot of. Started doing that with him. That really boosted it some more for sure. And right now I'm still doing it and still striving to make it better and stuff, finding different ways just to do it, just learning a lot too from the business aspect of it too. So I mean, I like it. It's a continued project, I would say.
So is this like your main career goal right now?
Um, I would say it's a side hustle that I'm really pushing, I would say.
Okay. Where did the name Fair Retro come from?
Okay, so it started out as a project, like I was saying, and we had to just make a brand, like brand anything. And at the time, I want to say I was just Googling stuff, looking stuff up. I seen Tiger had his own clothing line, uh, Last Kings, stuff like that. So I know I was trying to do something like that just because I never did a brand before. So I was trying to like emulate something like that. So I came up with Pharaoh from Pharaoh, like the actual Egyptian king type, but I actually spelled it how it sounds. So Pharaoh, like Fero instead of PH. And then retro, I wanted it like to be like a vintage type style, so it never like loses worth, I would say. So I trying to got it with Fair Retro, let it because they flow together. Fair Retro, both of them 5 letters, it fitted right. So I just used that, went along with it, and it's still going to this day.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. When I first saw it, I was like, Fair Retro, I don't know what it means, but that shit, you're right. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Yeah. I got that new Fair Retro. Yeah, you're right.
That's kind of how I started it too when it first came. Fair Retro, like what it mean? Fair Retro, it sound good. Fair Retro, they just flow together. Then I started slowly adding different stuff to it, and now I mean like add a tag to it. Fair Retro, define yourself, just be whoever you are to be that person to the best you can be, that type. And then I recently added like an athletic streetwear type. You can wear it. You can wear it playing sports. You can wear it just regular going out, or you can really wear it stepping out. So yeah, starting to add more stuff to it.
That's dope. That's dope. When I got my hoodie, my girl was like, "You ain't give me one." I was like, we'll get around to it. It's tough. It's definitely tough though. I done wore it on the podcast a couple times too, and everybody was like, "Dang, where you get the hoodie?" I'm like, it's that Fair Retro. Your boys got to get on. It's definitely tough. What's the next big plan with Fair Retro though? Like, you gonna try to do like fashion shows or like next big launch that you want to do?
I want to do a pop up shop, but I want to kind of do it in Clemson though. So I've been thinking about that for a long time. I want to do a pop up shop in Clemson. Maybe when stuff starting to open back up, probably like might do it during the season this year or sometime. But just when stuff start opening back up, I want to do a pop up shop for sure.
That's dope. That's dope. You can come to Columbia and do one. Go down
I
there to
got to.
Hopkins. Hey, they'll definitely come by for real, for real. They'll definitely come by.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
I gotta make my way back to South Carolina.
Hey, like I said, every time I saw you in Columbia, like, dang, how long you here, man? About 2 or 3 days. Gone. I definitely feel that. Well, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you. This episode 1, like I said, of Indigos Corner. Oh my God, OmgYoungAmaze on here. I'm gonna start a tradition. Every guest I have, I'm gonna shoot you with a would you rather. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, would you rather have access to Jeff Bezos' money when you turn 35,
Mm-hmm.
or have all the knowledge Bill Gates has right now? And I'm gonna let you know, Jeff Bezos' net worth is 197 billion dollars. But you can only get it until you gotta wait till you turn 35.
Ooh, it's tough. I say Jeff. I can wait till I'm 35. I'll take
That's a
that.
lot of money. That's a lot of money. 197 billion dollars. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I had some people tell me they'd take the knowledge, but I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take that money.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that money. That's a lot. You
Yeah.
can't spend that in a lifetime
Oh nah, not at all. You good for a while.
for a long time. Kids,
Yeah.
kids, kids.
That's wealth. That ain't rich.
For sure. For sure. That's the difference.
But I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Like I said, this is YoungAmaze, Marcus Edmond. Go cop the brand, Feral Retro, all that.
Yes,
Go
sir.
get it all that. All that. There's good quality everything.
Appreciate you
Anything you
having me,
want to
bro.
say? Anything you want to push or promote? Follow your Instagram. Go to the
Oh yeah,
website. Anything?
follow me on Instagram. You can type in Marcus Edmond, or my actual handle is OmgYoungAmaze. That's it on Twitter too. You can follow Feral Retro, my clothing line, Feral Retro Clothing, athletic streetwear. You can follow that at FERO Retro, Feral Retro. Um, I also do some behind the scenes stuff for Mike Williams brand, Mike Dub TV. He got a Twitch and he got a YouTube and an Instagram. You can find all his stuff. You can find it on Instagram at Mike Dub TV, and then all his other stuff, the real Mike Dub, the real Mike _Dub, for like his YouTube, Twitter. I do a lot of behind the stuff. So like his designs, some of his videos, stuff like that. You can just find a lot of stuff on there. But yep, that's it.
Dope. Word. Well, we out.
Sure. Appreciate you, bro.